This is Christopher
CounterStrike
Smith.
Condition Zero.
You just said each member of the team is chosen for their unique abilities. He does exactly what I do, but better.
Everyone has played Counter-Strike 1.6, CSGO, CS2 or Source, but not so many have heard of the Counter-Strike that is probably better than 1.6, and I'm not saying it because I'm biased or anything, it's just a fact. Counter-Strike Condition Zero is the second Counter-Strike game made by Valve, and this game is literally just Counter-Strike 1.6 with extra features. You literally have missions you can grind for, a campaign, and better, more polished graphics than 1.6. It's just a better game overall. So how did this game fail even though it had everything to succeed? How did 1.6 become so popular while Condition Zero barely got any players? Well, we can all blame one game for that, or actually we can all blame one release date for that. Counter-Strike Condition Zero came out on 1st of March 2004. Meanwhile, the next CS sequel came out exactly 8 months later. Imagine a game getting released in the same year as its next sequel. Counter-Strike Condition Zero had no chance, especially since it was just like 1.6, with slightly better graphics and gameplay, to be fair, nothing more. People prefer 1.6 because in terms of gameplay there was no difference. The physics were the same, the weapons looked the same, the player models looked the same, hell, the maps looked more polished, but that's about it really. No difference whatsoever. Meanwhile, Source was just 1.6 but 1.6 with upgraded physics, graphics and gameplay. You had a multiplayer game and a new groundbreaking engine, the same engine that Half-Life 2 was built on. Meanwhile, Counter-Strike Condition Zero was just 1.6 with a campaign really. Imagine the hype surrounding CounterStrike Source compared to its predecessor, which was just an updated version of the first sequel. While 1.6 and Source were battling for who would probably have more players in the 2000s and early 2010s, CSCZ just fell off and people just forgot about it. If you ask me, that's all on Valve for not waiting, but maybe, just maybe, if they waited too much, people wouldn't have tried Source. So that's a soul for a soul, really. That's a trade-off if you ask me. And it's not like people who've got 1.6 don't have Condition Zero already. So Valve didn't really lose from this. If you want my personal opinion about this game, as a guy who's mostly played 1.6 and Global Offensive his entire life, I can say that I like this game really. Maybe more than 1.6, but I cannot say that I liked it more than Global Offensive really. I think at some point I used to play more Condition Zero than Global Offensive, but that was only during the pandemic, and back then I used to play a lot of Dota 2. Anyway, I hope I'll release one video till the end of the year. Until next time, bye! Why do they look like that? Why are these hostages looking like astronauts? What is this? And why do they walk like that? Why do they walk like that? What is this?